Good afternoon, ladies. My name is Jasmine, the owner of Inspire Me Jazzy. For those of you that are not aware, I created a blog, and I just wrote my first post. But what I wanted to do is actually do a video version of my first post, simply because it's so dear to me. For those of you that know me, know that I'm not very transparent when it comes to personal affairs, so to speak. You know what I want you to know regarding me. So this will be something that's very new for me. But if someone is able to take some type of an inspiration, some type of encouragement from this, then it would be worth it. Okay? So with that being said, here I go. Have you ever felt like your world was literally spiraling down before your eyes? Like no matter how hard you try, you just couldn't catch a break. It almost seems as if you are under attack because you haven't quite had the opportunity to deal with one thing before something else negative happens in your life. They say when it rains, it pours, but how much rain can a person take? June 11th, 2014. My marriage of 4.5 years fell apart while I was at my place of employment. Keep in mind, I'm in senior management, and on this particular day, I was the only manager on site, so leaving for the day was simply not an option. I took a moment away from the floor, cried, prayed for strength to make it through the day, and I returned to work with a smile on my face. As time and events progressed, I began to accept things for what they were and took the steps necessary to move forward. I filed for divorce on July 25th, 2014. Shortly thereafter, I took a short vacation from July 31st to August 4th, 2014. The day I returned to work, I was suspended until further notice for something that I had absolutely nothing to do with. The very same day, many of the supervisors that I previously managed called my phone outraged, some of them in tears because of my suspension. I had to place my feelings to the side to encourage them and let them know that I would be okay. Time continued to progress with no word regarding my employment. I received a phone call in which the supervisor stated, "Jazz, I've been praying for you. And I've been praying on this situation since I heard. I'm so disgusted with this place. I can't watch a good person go down like this. I know who did this, and I'm going in that office tomorrow with everything I know." Statements were written. Cell phone records were provided. Both agents and supervisors all doing everything within their power to clear my name and to ensure that I return to work. August 7th, 2014. I received a phone call from my boss while I was driving. She, who was clearly emotional herself, called to inform me that she knows within her heart that I did not do this. So it pains her to even have to say this to me. She continued to say that I was being terminated from employment. My benefits ended immediately, and I received no payout of the time I accrued over the years. I immediately broke down. My tears began to flow so heavy I had to pull over because I could barely see. All that could escape my mouth at this very moment is, "God, I need you." My mom called, and as I'm trying to explain to her what happened, I began hyperventilating. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't see. Nothing. My mom eventually calmed me down. I got myself together. Before I could pull off good, my husband called. And as soon as he said, "Jazz, what's wrong?" I told him I had to call him back, and the tears began to flow again. Hearing his voice was a reminder that I'm losing everything that means something to me. Not even a week later, I come home to a notice on my door informing me that my rent will be increasing by $100. So, let me get this straight. My marriage, my livelihood, and now the roof over my head was now in jeopardy. My life was falling apart before my eyes. Everything happened so fast. I didn't have time to deal with one situation before I was faced with another. Why was I losing everything? I had to stop and realize that I was looking at it all wrong. Nothing that belongs to me can be taken from me. And if it is, then it was never mine to begin with. I had to realize that God was and still is in control, and he knows exactly what he's doing. I hadn't lost a thing. You see, One thing God does tremendously well is he knows how to turn it around for your good. Yes, I'm getting a divorce, but it's for my good. You see, I'm a good woman, and I deserve a good man that will love me unconditionally. A man that will be so committed to God that his commitment to me will not waver. A man that will love me as Christ loved the church. Baby, I deserve the world, not someone that doesn't know if he wants to even give me the surface. Yes, I was terminated from my job, but that too was for my good. I spoke to my mentor about a year ago, telling her that it was time for me to leave my place of employment. I feel that there is nothing there for me. Her response to me was, what's stopping you? I was complacent. It was safe. I wasn't being developed, but I was being promoted. I wasn't being challenged, but I was being drained. I hadn't genuinely felt happy or fulfilled within my employment in so long. My passion is to coach and develop women, but I immersed myself so deeply into work that it got in the way of me pursuing my dream. A couple weeks prior, they informed us that our campaign would be closing. Did I take that as an opportunity to leave and pursue my dream? No. I went on an interview for another campaign within the same company, and they loved me. Wanted to move forward with me as soon as possible. I truly believe God laughs at us sometimes. I know he was looking down on me like, oh, so you still not gonna leave? I'll show you. I'll make sure you can't go nowhere within the company. Well, he showed me. So here I am, stepping out on faith and pursuing a dream that has lived in me for so long. If the Lord says the same, I will obtain my life coaching certification in October. I am truly at peace with everything that has happened and is happening in my life. So I leave you with this. Never doubt what God is doing in your life. Stop holding on to things that God is asking you to let go of. What God has for you is for you. Likewise, if it's not for you, there is nothing that you can say or do that will make it stay in your life. Remember that. Be encouraged, ladies. You can view the blog at www.inspiremejazzy.blog.com. We're on Facebook and Instagram, Inspire Me Jazzy.